Good morning, Level Up listeners, and welcome to the show. Whether you're just waking up, sipping that first cup of coffee, or already on the move, thank you for making us a part of your morning routine. Today, we're kicking off our August theme, the Spirit of Independence, with a topic that's fundamental to us all, our own personal independence mission.
You know, if you've ever been in Indonesia, maybe around August time, you can almost feel it, can't you?
Feel what?
The echoes of 1945. That spirit of Merdeka. It's like it's baked into the air.
Yeah. Sukarno's call. Independence or death.
Exactly. It's so deeply etched, that historical moment, that resolve. It still feels incredibly present.
Mm-hmm.
But then I start thinking, okay, fast forward, it's 2025 now. What does Merdeka actually mean today?
Right.
Is it really just about, freedom from those visible external colonizers? Because for so many people, especially younger Indonesians, the whole battlefield for independence, it feels like it's completely shifted. It's less national maybe and more personal.
That's precisely what the sources are pointing towards. It's fascinating, really. These new colonizers, they're often invisible.
Invisible like what?
Well, think about the constant pressures of modern city life, for instance, or the huge weight of debt, student loans, cost of living. It just piles up.
Okay.
Then there's the whole societal expectation thing, massively amplified by social media. And also those quiet internal mental battles everyone deals with.
Right, the internal stuff.
So all this gives rise to what some are calling a personal independence mission. It's this really deep struggle for individual sovereignty.
A personal independence mission. I like that framing.
It's about trying to reclaim some control in a world that often feels overwhelming.
Okay, so for a generation maybe not focused on traditional colonialism, this personal mission, it sounds much more real, more tangible. How does that actually play out?
Well, connecting it back, this mission, it seems to be fought on two main fronts, and they're really linked.
Okay.
First, there's Merdeka Jiwa, mental freedom. This isn't just, feeling happy. It's more about building resilience against all the anxiety, the stress, the constant digital noise.
Mental freedom. Got it. And the second?
The second is Merdeka financial freedom. So breaking free from debt, actually building some economic security, having agency over your money.
So mind and money.
Exactly. And they are not separate things. That's the crucial point. They're like two pillars holding up a truly independent life.
How so?
Well, the research is pretty clear. Financial instability, being precarious with money, it can absolutely crush your mental well-being. It creates this awful cycle of stress, maybe bad decisions.
Which probably makes the financial situation worse.
Precisely. And the other way around, too. You need a clear, strong mind to make good financial choices, to plan, to stick to it.
Makes sense.
And this is where it gets really, really interesting. You think about the word perjuangan.
Yeah, the struggle, the fight from the independence era.
Right, that deep, collective, often sacrificial struggle. Now, it feels like that idea has evolved from that big national war to this ongoing, very personal process, liberating yourself.
So the perjuangan is internal now.
For many, yes. A fight for an authentic life, one free from these modern burdens.
Okay, so for you listening, our mission here in this deep dive is really to help you quickly get your head around the most important bits of this.
Yeah.
This profound shift in what freedom means. It's about understanding how this historical idea, Merdeka, is alive and kicking in modern Indonesia. We want to give you a clear path to being really well informed on this vital change.
Yeah, a shortcut to the core insights.
So thinking about all this, it just becomes so clear, doesn't it? The journey to modern Merdeka isn't just one external fight anymore.
Not at all.
It's this synchronized struggle, liberating your mind and liberating your wallet. They're tied together, like we said, inseparable, really.
Right.
Sukarno himself, he talked about revolution not just being external, but also an inner struggle. Fighting the negative stuff inside that holds you back.
Exactly. And you could argue that in 2025, for many people, that inner struggle is the main revolution.
So that brings up a big question then, doesn't it? What does patriotism even look like today?
That's a great point. And the sources suggest something really interesting here. Achieving financial stability, prioritizing your mental health, these are increasingly seen almost as acts of modern patriotism.
Really? How so? Patriotism?
Well, think about it. Overcoming personal debt, learning how to manage money well, building a stable household. That's not just good for the individual.
Okay.
It collectively strengthens the nation, one resilient, stable citizen at a time. It builds strength from the inside out.
Huh. So it's less about traditional flag waving, maybe, and more about building inner resilience that helps everyone.
Kinda, yeah. And the same goes for mental health. Prioritizing it leads to a healthier society overall, more innovative, more productive. It embodies that idea of a rakyat bebas berkarya.
A populace free to create.
Exactly. Not just economically free, but empowered to innovate, to contribute fully. It mirrors those post-independence dreams, but on a personal level that builds national strength.
It really makes me think of that quote from Muhammad Hatta, you know the one.
Remind me.
An independent Indonesia is not our final goal. An independent Indonesia is only a condition to achieve the happiness and prosperity of the people.
Ah, yes. Powerful. He saw independence not as the end, but the beginning.
The starting block.
Precisely. And that's really the thought we want to leave you with. That 1945 proclamation, that was just the start of Indonesia's real journey. That ultimate goal, happiness, prosperity, that's something each generation has to define and fight for on its own terms.
Right.
So for the youth of 2025, navigating all these invisible pressures, the digital world, their fight is for a life that feels truly, deeply, completely Merdeka.
A redefined independence.
Absolutely. So the question for you is, what really stands out to you from this modern take on Merdeka? What resonates?
That's all for today's episode of Level Up. We've just scratched the surface of what it means to be truly independent in 2025. The journey to mental and financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint, but starting it is the most important step. Thank you for joining us this morning. We hope this gives you some food for thought as you go about your day. Be sure to tune in for our next episode, where we'll dive deeper into the first pillar, freeing ourselves from financial traps. Until then, stay motivated, stay focused, and keep leveling up. See you next time.